Now let's get to the latest on Oregon's Measure 114, the gun control law passed by just over 50% of voters back in November of 2022. Despite its passage, it has never taken effect thanks to lawsuits at the state level. Most recently, a circuit court judge in eastern Oregon's Harney County ruled 114 unconstitutional as it relates to the state constitution, striking down the law altogether. But the state has not stopped trying to revive the law. Friday, state lawyers filed a new motion with the Oregon Court of Appeals, arguing the Harney County judge got it all wrong and a stay should be put on his ruling, which would allow 114 to take effect. They asked the court to expedite this appeal. And before we dive into this new motion, let's give a quick refresher on what 114 would do if it ultimately becomes Oregon law. The big element is a permit to purchase requirement, meaning you need to apply and pay for a permit before buying a new firearm. 114 would also ban the sale and manufacture of magazines that hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition. There are all kinds of intricacies within each of those elements, and we've discussed them all here on the story before, but let's stick with those basics for today. The Harney County judge, Robert Raccio, ruled that both elements of 114 violate Article 1, Section 27 of Oregon's Constitution, which reads, "The people shall have the right to bear arms for the defense of themselves and the state, but the military shall be kept in strict subordination to the civil power." The state argued that 114 is intended to reduce things like mass shootings and homicides, but the judge ruled that they failed to prove that either element would promote public safety. In this new motion, state lawyers basically say the judge, in their opinion, is way off. Here are just a few excerpts. The trial court's errors are basic and fundamental. Later they write, by ignoring precedent, misconstruing the statute, and repeatedly applying incorrect legal standards, the trial court disregarded the will of the people and forestalled their efforts to protect themselves from gun violence. In doing so, the trial court arrogated itself policy-making authority on a matter of great public import and safety. Under the Oregon Constitution, that authority properly belongs to the legislature and through the initiative process to the people. Basically, the judge overstepped his authority, and Oregon voters have the power to make policy, which they did approve in November 2022, albeit by a thin margin. It should come as no surprise that the plaintiffs in this case, those who want 114 gone, oppose this new motion and intend to file a response of their own. That hasn't happened just yet, but we'll keep you posted when we see it. It's worth noting that in a separate federal trial, a judge found 114 did not violate the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. But that ruling doesn't supersede this state case, which is what has kept 114 off the books for well over a year.